you, even approaching you in that moment, maybe about talking, something you guys needed to talk about, or if there was any type of uh, challenges and things of that nature. So we do have the Nine of Pentacles energy here as well. And the Nine of Pentacles is, a very single, independent type of energy. So if you, or this, let's just say this person first off, if they are someone who has been single, then it could be that they were kind of thinking and feeling afraid to maybe go into a more committed connection. They could have also been someone who was thinking about staying single or remaining single. Um, and yeah, I'm looking at how she's kind of looking and talking. She's probably talking to the squirrel, talking to the squirrel, about what to do. She doesn't look that happy. She looks like there's definitely something that's kind of bothering her. Um, and the Nine of Pentacles, it almost makes me feel like this energy in some ways kind of reversed. That's kind of what I'm getting from the other cards here. So this kind of feels like a Nine of Pentacles reversed energy in that it could be someone who is feeling that need for taking some space, some time, even for themselves. I'm even noticing that in this Nine of Pentacles, she's standing behind this wall. She's got this stone wall that's kind of in front of her. So yeah, it's kind of just making me feel that this person, the last time, they saw you, they were thinking and feeling just a little bit of a guarded type of energy, almost like this guy, the way that he's kind of straddled on top of these pentacles is like he's I don't know, like just feeling comfortable in that space, like not wanting to get outside of their comfort zone or not wanting to be pushed outside of their comfort zone. So let's see a little bit more. Now we do have Virgo, Capricorn, and we have Sagittarius. Okay, so what was on pile number one's person's mind the last time they saw tile one? To me, this also looks afraid to approach in some ways. So some of you, this person could have been afraid to approach you. We do have the moon energy here. Okay. So with the moon, this is really talking about a lot of repressed feelings, emotions, this person hiding their feelings from you, not really telling you maybe fears that they had, insecurities, doubts, confusion this person was feeling. The moon can also be a very deceptive energy. So this person could have also, if they are someone who does have like trust issues or someone who maybe is, kind of even doubting uh, your connection in some way, if they had any type of indication, or maybe like if they are a person who's been, hurt in the past, cheated on in the past, lied to, could be a level of mistrust this person has with the moon energy. But yeah, the moon is really, about a lot of the subconscious mind, subconscious fears that deceive us as well. So it could be those irrational fears that your person could have that are kind of playing tricks within their mind, where they feel like for whatever reason they have to just like put their guard up. So let's see what else. We do have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so for some of you, this Ten of Swords could represent a breakup, like maybe the last time you saw this person, you broke up with them. I'm also noticing there's a bunch of mountains back here. So it could be that this person felt maybe there was a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles. The Ten of Swords can also make us feel very mentally drained, fatigued. The Ten of Swords can talk about betrayal, backstabbing, feeling betrayed. It's also a card of a painful ending, something that's coming to an end. And it really kind of puts you at this point where you just feel just done, tired, just a lot of stuff going on mentally, maybe with your person. Okay. Like I said, for some of you, it could have been that you guys broke up the last time you saw this person. For some of you, it could have even been that you broke up with a person and then you kind of saw them after, like post breakup, and there was still kind of like this guarded energy here. For some of you, it could have been breakup or separation even on this person's mind. Um, the last time they saw you, about thinking about leaving, thinking about not being in the connection anymore, feeling sad, feeling hurt, heartbroken, is what I'm also getting. Let's see. So there's definitely history, I feel like, here, for many of you that chose this pile. For others of you where you don't really have so much of a history with this person, maybe it's somebody that you're dating or somebody that you're interested in, and there's not much history there, then I would say that this person is someone who's definitely very wounded, okay? Very wounded, and this person may feel the need to kind of hide or suppress their feelings out of their own doubts that are kind of in their mind. So let's see what else. So we also have Gemini energy. What was on their mind? What were they thinking and feeling the last time they saw you? Four of Cups. Okay. Now the Four of Cups energy can talk about indifference. Someone's feeling indifferent towards us. Someone is feeling bored. There's also the energy of disappointment, rejection. Could even be maybe even a feeling of abandonment, pushing you away, not being open to you. Okay. Feeling sorry for themselves, or even just complete disinterest, just kind of maybe if this person was turned off, like I said, for some type of reason, this person was triggered, Let's see. Maybe even like a change of heart. What was there on their mind? We have the Page of Wands. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? It may even be like a fear of rejection for some of you, especially like if you don't really have a history with the person and they are someone who does have a lot of wounds that are here. They can even be someone who's afraid to even go up to you, afraid to go up and talk to you. That Four of Cups can even be like a fear of rejection this person has. Okay. What was on their mind the last time they saw pile number 1? And then we have the Eight of Cups. Okay. So yeah, this energy is very withdrawn, detached. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from something that you feel really no longer serves you. And I'm seeing the Six of Cups energy here as well. And the Six of Cups, for some of you, like if you do, I'm seeing some children here. So some of you could even have children with this person. For others of you, the Six of Cups is really talking about nostalgia, memories, the past, thinking of reliving, a lot of those memories here. And with the Page of Wands here, especially for those of you with this person and you have had a breakup, a separation, challenges in your relationship, and I'm definitely getting that this person's energy was withdrawn, pulled away, pulled back. They may already kind of be like emotionally kind of checking themselves out as a connection. I'm noticing that we do have the Five of Cups that was right underneath this Six of Cups. The Five of Cups can talk about disappointment, regrets, guilt, sadness, pain, loss, grieving, and I'm seeing that at the bottom of this Five of Cups was all of these cups that have this, what looks like wine that's spilled over on the ground. And so, he almost looks like he's getting ready to pour out those cups as well, So definitely feel like maybe it could have been something very emotional for this person as well. I'm noticing there's a bunch of this waterfall kind of flowing here. So maybe feeling like there needed to be this emotional release or something that your person felt like they maybe wanted to express, didn't say. This Page of Wands energy to me, like I said, I'm looking at all this energy here that looks kind of withdrawn, guarded. Some type of ending here with the Ten of Swords, feeling drained, feeling tired, mentally exhausted, maybe from things that have happened between the two of you or even things this person has gone through. But the Page of Wands energy, this is like really the only picture that I'm really seeing here, where this person actually has like a smile on their face, and he's kind of like listening to the birds, right? Listening to the birds. And the Page of Wands is about starting on a new path, a new journey. Um, it may be that your person, for some of you, this person may feel like the last time they saw you was maybe not the greatest time that they had, and they could be, I don't know, when I'm looking at this Nine of Pentacles, to me, looking at the rest of the energy here, it's almost making me feel like this woman is talking to this squirrel, like here we are again, we're single, we're, this is another situation that's not working out. And so it just makes me feel like there's some type of disappointment, that this person was feeling guarded, wounded, but also kind of feeling maybe their heart calling them into a different direction, on a different path. For others of you where this is someone that you don't really have a history with, like it's someone maybe fairly new, you're just dating them, they're a crush, something like that, then I feel like this Page of Wands energy could be that the person feels attraction towards you. They feel attraction still there, or they feel attraction there. And there maybe has been some stuff that this person has been wanting to say to you, And I just kind of feel, though, because of this wounding here, because of the irrational fears, the fear of taking or stepping outside of the comfort zone, um, that this person just feels this need to just like give up or walk away from this. Yeah, and it's making me feel like for somebody, this person was just feeling very sad, very disappointed, maybe in the way that things have gone between the two of you. It feels like a very challenging energy that's kind of come through with this. Okay, so we also have Aries, Leo. We also have Pisces and Scorpio energy. Okay, Pisces and Scorpio. So let's go into our oracle messages. Okay. So pile number 1. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? What were they thinking and feeling? Okay, so we have the thinking man here. And that's definitely kind of what this feels like, is a lot of thinking about things and trying to gain clarity, but feeling very clouded, feeling very confused. What was on their minds the last time they saw you? What were they thinking and feeling? Okay, so we do have the door to personal healing and happiness. Yeah, and as this person, like I said, for some of you, it's like this person feels the need to pull away from the relationship, from the connection, and maybe feeling that they need to move on from some of you. I'm getting this, work on healing, work on themselves, or if they were just kind of feeling that maybe this connection is not really working. For those of you where this is like someone that, like I said, that you don't really have a history with them, that their wounds have nothing to do with you, then it could be that this person feels that maybe at this point right now, that they need to work on themselves. They're not open, they're not receptive to connection with you. The Five of Cups and the Six of Cups can also be, if you are connecting with someone like that they're healing from something from their past. It could be inner childhood stuff. It can be even an ex-partner, or maybe this person just feels like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for commitment. I'm not ready for a relationship right now. And then we have blossoming abundance here as well. So it could even be that they kind of feel like they need to focus on something other than love, other than connection, focusing on career, kind of wherever their heart, I feel like their passions, their desires are kind of leading them away from this connection. So whether this is a breakup that you've had, maybe somebody whose feelings have changed towards you and they no longer feel like this connection is a fit, or even if they are someone that you don't really have a history with, it's just like a crush or something like that, then it could be that this person just really feels they're not ready. They're not ready in a place where they're ready for commitment, relationship, taking the opportunity that's there. The Four of Cups is also talking about missed opportunities. Okay? So let's see what else. Tile 1, what was on their mind? Yeah, even the energy from this, it just feels very, very down. Like just, I don't know, just not like, like happy. You can definitely see it in the cards. There's just a lot going on mentally, emotionally, feeling drained. Let's see. Pile 1, what was on their mind? What were they thinking and feeling the last time they saw you? We have timing here. What were they thinking and feeling the last time they saw you? Okay, so yeah, we've got fear. We have friendship. Okay, so for some of you, it can be that maybe this person feels that all they can really offer you at this time, maybe it's bad timing for them. A lot of fears that are coming up. They may see you, maybe it's better off that you guys stay friends, or maybe feeling that all that they can offer you is friendship. If the two of you had already broken up and then just kind of like ran into each other and you saw the person, like, let's just say post breakup, like I said, with this Page of Wands, it could be that this person may have been wanting to talk to you, wanting to say something to you, but maybe even fear being something that was holding them back. And they could have, like, when seen you, it could have been bringing up a lot of memories, right, that you guys had in the past. And maybe they did have some regrets over the things that they've said, things they've done, the way that things happened between the two of you. They could be, wanting to know, like, could we just stay friends? Is friendship possible? So let's see what was on their mind the last time they saw pile number 1. We have hope. Yeah, so hope and friendship. I feel like, we're seeing this little beautiful little rainbow kind of coming through here. And I'm seeing darkness at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, this person could have definitely been going through maybe a lot, like I said, mentally, emotionally, and maybe hoping that things maybe change in the future, maybe between the two of you. Maybe you guys could maybe later on be friends, or trying to find some type of resolve with it, with the situation. So let's get some more messages here, pile 1. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? What were they thinking and feeling? Okay, so we have sharp words exchanged. It says harsh truths of which sting the heart and last a lifetime. So it could have even been that you and this person had some type of disagreement, argument, conflict. Okay, sharp words exchanged could be some hurtful or painful things you could have said to them, they could have said to you. For some of you, let's see what else. What was on their mind the last time? They could have even been remembering, right, things from their past. Okay, because for some of you, like I said, it could have nothing to do with you. It could be things, triggers, things coming up for this person. Like I said, for some of you, a fear of rejection. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? We have a shift in perception. It says your absence has made them realize it's you they're missing. Okay. Now, for some of you, like I said, if you could have had a separation from this person, right? Not talking to them, and then all of a sudden you see them, like at the grocery store or at the movie theater or someplace out in public, then seeing you again could have brought back a lot of those memories. Okay. Now, for some of you, like especially if that is the case where there's been a little bit of a pause, a break between the two of you guys talking to each other, then this person could be reliving a lot of those maybe darker memories of how things didn't go so well between the two of you, and then maybe hoping that you guys can at least try to start, maybe can we be friends, Um, so let's see what else was on their mind. The last time they saw pile number 1. We have intense life changes, and it says the divine is clearing out space. Um, I'm actually using a twin flame deck, so of course not all of you are going to be a twin flame situation, but really the message is talking about life changes here. Okay, clearing out space here, the divine clearing out space in your life. So it could be that this person feels that maybe, like if this connection has come to an end, that maybe these changes are something that is necessary, you know. There could be a lot of massive changes that are happening in this person's life that they're going through. It could even be that when the two of you guys were together, you were experiencing a lot of changes that were happening between the two of you, maybe even making it difficult, right, for things to work for some of you. Or this person, like if their history has nothing to do with you, then it can be this person just, like I said, maybe they feel like it's bad timing right now. They're going through a lot. We have the darkness here, so it can be going through a dark time. Okay. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? We also have the bride-to-be, and it says, you are their happy ending. They have already chosen you. And so for some of you, this person could have really thought, that you were the one. You were the person maybe that they would end up with, or that you guys would have a future together. Some of you, like I said, you could have been married to this person, already committed to them. They could still be very much thinking about you within their heart. Okay. And I feel like also with this door to personal healing and happiness, like I said, for some of you, I'm getting that this person felt the need to withdraw, the need to pull away and really focus on themselves. But for others of you, it could be that this person does have memories, positive memories of the time that you guys have spent with each other, and maybe feeling that the connection was something that's also helped them to kind of start upon their own healing journey, or even inspiring them to really kind of find happiness within their life. Okay. So let's see what was on their mind the last time they saw pile number 1. Okay. So it says you took your love away, and it says they assume you moved on. Okay. Now for some of you, it could be that they just felt a little bit of a disconnect between the two of you, like things have changed. Maybe if you've had a change of heart, or they could have felt the detachment or something just changing, I feel like shifting between the two of you. What was on their mind the last time they saw pile number 1? We have a vice or a bad habit. It says drinking, partying, and addictions. Okay. So for some of you, it could be maybe this is something that has come between the two of you. Or maybe like if this person has any types of addictions, or if there's someone who is kind of, bad habits that are kind of blocking them from being able to commit at this time. Okay. Maybe if you are someone who likes to have a good time, sometimes overindulgence, things of that nature, they can also be seeing you, as that person who maybe you're not ready to settle down. Maybe you're wanting to go out and do fun things, and just kind of, do your own thing there. So they can also be feeling that shift, right, in your energy. So what was on their mind the last time they saw you? So only take what fits, okay, because this is a general reading. It says your actions shocked them. It says discovered an unpleasant truth. Okay, so yeah, this could definitely be something that has turned this person off. Maybe there was something that you said or something that you've done that's really made this person have a change of heart. Okay, they discovered something about you that did not maybe make them happy. Okay, discovering an unpleasant truth, or something about your actions shocked them. Maybe something you said, something you've done. We also have secretly unhappy. Okay, and it says in a perpetual state of boredom. Okay, so yeah, something's definitely going on with this person. Like I said, with that 4 of Cups under there, the 4 of Cups, you can think of it kind of like as somebody's having basically a pity party for themselves. So if they're feeling that there's a lot going on in their life, a lot of big changes and they're feeling unhappy with things, they could really be taking out that energy on you, directing it, projecting it onto you. What was on our mind the last time they saw you? We also have avoiding the problem. Okay, so it may even be that they're like not even wanting to open up and talk about things, just kind of pretending, like nothing was wrong, everything's fine. It says denying their feelings or a problem, right? And sometimes that problem can be their own. It could be something that they're kind of bringing into the connection, right? But avoiding the problem here could be that this person is just, for some of you, this person gaslighting. So let's see. So that was on pile number one's person's mind. Toxicity. Okay. It says their toxic friendships are creating distance between you two and preventing them from seeing the purity of your soul. Okay. Well, that might be the case for some of you, but I'm looking here at just toxicity. Okay. So for some of you, it could literally be that the relationship had taken a toxic turn. For some of you, it could even be literally that this person does have toxic friendships. We're seeing a vice or a bad habit here, drinking, partying, addictions. This could be someone who, because they're going through a lot in their life, they could be going out with friends. They could be having maybe even some bad influence people in their life, right? That is creating blockages. Okay. What was on their mind, right? Negative influences. What was on their mind? We have back and forth here. And it says they are trying to make sense of this connection, but their emotions swing back and forth between two extremes. Okay. And then we also have the dark side here. And it says they have a dark side that no one knows and feel it's their true side, but too afraid to show you. And I have a feeling this person has already kind of shown you. For some of you, this person has already shown you that side of themselves, which can be creating issues here too. Okay. All right, so let's go into one more and then we're going to get some guidance from Spirit on this situation. So pile one, what was on their mind the last time they saw you? What were they thinking and feeling? What were they thinking and feeling? Okay, so we have patience here. We have delays. Maybe pausing and not want, yeah, look at that, wounded. Not wanting to say something, right? Avoiding the problem. Denying their feelings or a problem. Which to me is like a person who's not wanting to talk about it and that person who's not wanting to, fight or some type of conflict. We have delays here, so for some of you it could be that if things were still kind of touchy, tension, stuff like that, this person could have been just kind of putting things off or putting a breakup off or putting off really telling you how they feel, or what is keeping them held back, what is blocking them, things like that. So with patience here, they may have just maybe feeling this is not the right time to talk about this, or maybe they were thinking I need to be more patient, with pile one, because there is a lot going on here, right? Take your time. Okay. We also have grounded. Yeah. So it could have even been like if this person just, maybe if he like seen you was something that caught them off guard, or even some type of behavior coming from you, or something that just kind of was a little bit off-putting. They may have felt like I really need to just kind of like calm down, ground my energy. Maybe this isn't the right time because this person is maybe going through a lot, or there could have been a lot changing between you and this person. Okay. So let's get some guidance here. Pile number one, what is your guidance for this? Which, yeah, this looks like a lot, pile one. A lot going on. Okay, so we have my beloved. And it says, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay, so I have a feeling this person does have some very strong feelings towards you. And maybe for whatever reason, either that there's challenges, differences between you and this person, or this person is kind of going through things in their own life that I feel like this person has a knowing of something maybe that you guys have with each other, but feeling maybe there are a lot of obstacles right now, either something that's happening between the two of you or something this person is kind of going through at this time and feeling, it is best for them to kind of take time for themselves, and really take some time to think about things, because that Eight of Cups energy that we saw under there is about someone who is choosing to withdraw, detach, let go, move on, from something, because they really need to work on themselves. They need to focus on themselves and discover who they are and what they want. And maybe, we're seeing healing energy here. There's definitely wounds here. So it could be that this person needs that time to really kind of work on themselves. Okay. So I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 1. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pop 2. So for those of you that resonated with the Hobbit Tarot, this is going to be your reading today, and we're looking into what was on your person's mind. What were they thinking and feeling the last time they saw you? So let's get into it. The pile number 2. What were they thinking and feeling the last time they saw you? Okay, so we do have the Ten of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands. We are thinking and feeling. We have Judgment. Were they thinking and feeling the last time they saw you? Wow. We have the Star in reverse. We have the Seven of Cups. And then we also have the Ace of Cups. And then we also have Strength. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Wands. Okay. So what were they thinking and feeling the last time? What was on their mind? So I am getting that with the Knight of Wands energy here, the last time this person saw you, that there was a lot of very passionate energy that this person felt towards you, okay? And I feel like this person, with the Ten of Cups energy here that we're kind of starting off with, the Ten of Cups is really this card of feeling completely fulfilled and happy. And I'm seeing that with a Two of Pentacles energy here, this person could be, I feel like maybe for some of you, this person felt like they had to make some type of choice. Some type of choice here. And I'm seeing that with Judgment here as well. It could be like some type of huge decision or choice like that was weighing on this person's mind. Taking some time to really think about things. And I'm noticing that in a lot of the body language that is in these cards. This Knight, the way that he's kind of holding, I don't even know what this is. He's holding something here. It looks like a little, maybe even like a little fortune ball or something like that. But yeah, he looks like he's making some type of choice or decision. And the Knight of Wands is about moving forward with something, with passion, with the desire for something, right? And even in this Strength card here, we have where he's kind of looking like he's deep in thought, thinking about something, trying to make some type of choice or decision. Even in the Seven of Cups, again, we've got that little ball here that he's kind of staring at. And the Seven of Cups is about, choices, options. Sometimes the choice or option are feeling overwhelmed with maybe many choices, many options that are kind of going through our mind. And so I feel like it can also be feeling a little bit clouded, feeling a little bit confused here. And with the Page of Wands, it's like he looks like he's kind of looking at this almost like a to-do list, something that he has to do. And the Page of Wands is about starting down a new path, a new journey, exploring, discovery, allowing your passion to be something that does lead you. But the Two of Pentacles to me is like your person kind of weighing their options, feeling like they have to make some type of choice or decision that they're feeling confused about. And with Judgment, it's kind of like looking back at maybe at the connection with you, right? Having to make some type of choice. And I feel like this person was feeling very torn, because I'm noticing that even in this Two of Pentacles, um, I don't know, to me there looks like a difference in their energy and their body language. Where this guy over here, it looks like he's looking at the ground. The way he's got his kind of like his shoulders hunched over, it just makes me feel like there's a part of your person that was kind of maybe feeling a lack of faith or something in their choice or the decision, where this person maybe looks like they're a little bit more confident. And then you have the Star energy here in reverse. And the Star in reverse is when we're doing more pessimistic way of thinking, right? We're losing faith. We're losing hope in something from happening. And with the Ace of Cups energy here, the Ace of Cups is about a new opportunity in love, a new beginning. It could even be reconciliation. So for some of you, it could be that maybe the last time this person saw you, they could be knowing, within their heart that there's a choice here. There's an option for love. There's an opportunity for, reconnecting with you, reconciliation. Maybe even if this person is feeling like they had to miss out on opportunity, the Strength card is going to be about your person maybe trying to find the courage within themselves to be able to confidently move forward, but feeling that there was a lot of maybe options, choices, decisions that they had to make. And are they really going to follow their heart here? Because I feel like, because we do have the Ten of Cups, that this person feels that there's something strong between the two of you, but it may involve them having to make a very difficult decision, bringing something to an end in order to kind of create something new. For others of you with the Judgment card and the Ace of Cups, it could be renewal, right? Reconciliation of your connection with that, but they could be, for whatever reason, losing faith or have lost faith, uncertainty, I feel like, surrounding the decision or choice that they had to make. The Two of Pentacles can also be like very mixed feelings. This person was feeling towards you like, should I move forward with this, or what is the right choice, or what is the right decision here? But yeah, I'm definitely getting this person felt very strong attraction, desire, chemistry between the two of you. And maybe if this person had to make a choice about whether or not to commit, it could be something that they were feeling maybe a little bit on the fence about, because we do have that Two of Pentacles, which can be very mixed feelings, very hot and cold. Maybe inconsistencies that you notice within this person's energy. Okay. So yeah, to me, this Ace of Cups is either symbolizing renewal of what you've already had with the person, a reconciliation, or that they have maybe lost faith that the two of you would be able to have or create a new beginning. For others of you where you don't really have any type of history with this person, it could be that this person is kind of going back and forth about whether or not it is, or they should take this opportunity that's being given, to connect. And like I said, to me, the energy in the cards kind of looks like your person is kind of questioning, feeling a little confused. Or with the Seven of Cups, it can even be them fantasizing about, what that would be like, what it would feel like, to be with you and to have something, I feel like, a little bit more committed long term between the two of you, if you don't already have that level of commitment. For those of you where maybe you are in a commitment with this person, then I would say, is it possible for forgiving and, releasing the past, the pains, the resentment, the anger, release of those things enough to start over and start new, right? To bring renewal into the connection that you may have already had? Or is it better for them to just kind of walk away from this? Okay. So we do have some strong Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio energy here. We also have Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius is what I'm also seeing. What else? Yeah, Cancer. Okay. So let's go into our oracle messages to see what was on their mind the last time they saw you. And this MB wants to just pop right out here. Okay. NB. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? You know, it could be for some of you, this person maybe not wanting you to be with someone else, you know. We have Goddess of the Moon. And I feel like even looking at this envy card here, how she's kind of standing in that doorway, and like the room that she's standing in is very dark, very gray. And then the outside here is all lit up yellow, you know, very abundant looking. There's all these beautiful flowers there. So again, it kind of gives me that impression that your person is just kind of like when the last time they saw you, very like on the fence, but almost like blocking this doorway, you know? Kind of like this person is out of, I almost makes me feel like a situation where a person is kind of like on the fence or trying to make some decision about whether or not they want this connection or not. But even though they haven't made their choice clearly, they don't want anyone else to have you. You know, that's kind of what I feel like because of the way that she looks like she's kind of just like blocking the doorway, you know, like this person doesn't want anyone else with you, but at the same time, they haven't made that decision to be with you full on, is what I'm getting for some of you. Okay. Kind of like selfish intentions, selfish intentions, you know? So let's see. So what was on their mind the last time they saw you? What were they thinking and feeling? Okay, so we also have the sixth chakra with Archangel Metatron. So this is the third eye. So this person could have been really trying to tap into what their intuition may have been guiding them to do, you know, at that time. And then with the Goddess of the Moon, it's given me a lot of moon energy vibes with that, you know. And I feel like this person may have felt like maybe there were some challenges within their own thinking, maybe their own fears that were kind of coming up, clouding their judgment. Okay. Like I said, I'm just kind of getting from the energy of this card, it's like your person just kind of questioning things and like not being sure how to approach or not being sure how to, you know, find some type of resolution, or, you know, if there was maybe something going on between the two of you. So let's get some more here and see what else. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? What were they thinking and feeling? Pile number 2. Beginning. Okay. We also have illusion. Illusion, which is the 7 of Cups right there. Right? And that could be them keeping themselves stuck in illusion. Right? Not seeing things clearly. Feeling confused, stuck. We have memories here. So some of you, it could be that this person, you know, does have memories of you. And then we have closed here. Yeah, so 2 very different energies. The closed off, we have this door that's kind of locked, right? Versus this beginning here with an open pathway. So almost like this person is, like I said, she looks like she's kind of blocking the door, that opening. Like this person may be emotionally closing themselves off too, because we have that little heart that's in the door. Let's see. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? Pile 2. What were they thinking and feeling? Look at that. Letting doubt creep in. It's just caught in confusion and don't know which way to go. And that's exactly what we're getting here with the rest of this energy. What was on their mind the last time they saw? Pile 2. Doubts and fears dissolve. It says they're confronting the lie that was holding them hostage, right? So their own fears can be something that we're blocking this person, keeping this person closed off, maybe to you, right? Trying to make those fears go away. Let's see. We have the memory of you. And it says replaying the good and the bad memories in their mind. And then we have throw out the rule book. And it says attempts to follow traditional rules of togetherness is futile. So in some way, kind of like this person feels or felt the last time they saw you, is that they didn't want to do things traditionally. They may have felt like the situation between the two of you is different and they didn't want to feel like they had to follow some type of rule of, what other people or what society feels is the appropriate thing to do or the right timing of when to do things. Like they didn't want to be feel restricted in any way. Like they want to just do things in their own way with this situation and not feel like they have to do things orderly or, kind of like by the book, is what I'm getting with that. So let's see what else. They don't want to feel like they're being pressured into something. Let's see, what was on their mind the last time they saw you, right? It could even be someone who's commitment phobic, I'm getting for some of you, right? Okay. It says unsure of what to do. They fear making a mistake. They will never change. And it says it was only a lesson. Okay. And he's got this gas mask on. So to me, that's kind of some toxic energy, right? So maybe this person is just kind of feeling, like I don't want to do what pile number 2 wants me to do. I want to be able to do things my own way, right? And the Knight of Wands to me would be more like non-committal energy, right? A lot of lustful energy, and this person could be just feeling maybe even emotionally closed off to you. Maybe even for some of you, all about the infatuation, intimacy, things of that nature. But they may even kind of be in their own head about things like, I'm never going to change, right? I'm never going to be the traditional type of, say, relationship commitment type of person because it's not what I want, but I feel like it's because of maybe their own values, their own belief systems here. So yeah, they may have been thinking, you know what, I'm not going to change, what was on their mind the last time they saw you? What were they thinking and feeling? We have overthinking the situation, confused by too many choices, right? And to me, too, with the net, they will never change can also be someone who's resistant to even making changes in their life, right? We also have they fear losing money. And it says money is a higher priority, okay? So if maybe like they have to make some type of choice, like if they would have to move for work or they'd have to make some type of compromises with you, or if they were in a tough financial situation, let's just say, and they were living with a friend or living, somewhere else, and, in order for the two of you guys to be together, you would have to make those compromises, and they may feel like, or even if there's somebody who let's just say, likes to work a lot, right, and they don't have a lot of time for dating, things like that, right? So money, other things can kind of be their focus versus prioritizing the connection relationship with you. Okay, so let's see what was on their mind the last time they saw pile number 2. We have gesture here, and it says you can expect some kind of gesture to help strengthen your connection. Give them a chance to prove themselves. Okay, give them a chance to prove themselves. So I would say, like, if you have already been in a place where you've already given this person time and time again, chances, then you may already be kind of like at your wit's end, right, with this person. So use discernment, I feel like. What was on their mind? We have building an empire, and it says they see how their focus on material things hasn't made them happy and only holding them back from love. Okay, so like I said, for some of you, it could be where they choose other priorities, right, aside from you. And I feel like they recognize that. Let's see what else. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? Wow, we've got the player. And this is the player lifestyle that once defined everything they did has stopped looking enticing ever since they met you. Okay, so yeah, it's like for some of you with they will never change, the player energy here, you know, it could be something that's definitely tough. And that Knight of Wands would be more so the player of the tarot deck. If you guys don't already know, that Knight of Wands is the player. Okay, so let's see. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? We have the unknown, and it says the unknown scares them. They see the abundance you bring into their life, but they fear being wrong. Yeah, so maybe this person, I'm seeing underneath the deck, we have stuck in a loop, and it says a pattern has become familiar to them, and they are wanting to break free from the same loop they keep repeating. So this person is aware of their behavior, right? Not changing the same thing over and over again, which I'm sure if you guys are going through that, you're probably just tired already, you know? What was on their mind the last time they saw you? Were they thinking and feeling? We have intervention. Okay. So yeah, like I said, for some of you, this person is aware, right, of their behaviors. They could have been looking for help, right? Like feeling like I need help. I need someone to help me, give me advice. You know, with this, we have lessons here. Okay, I mean, you too, you could have already, like the last time you saw this person, you could have had like some type of conversation that really kind of like hit home for this person, right? Reality kind of sets in, like, especially if you've told this person, like, hey, you're going to lose me, you know, if you don't get it together, or I don't get some type of commitment from you, which I'm getting some type of commitment phobia or making changes, right? In order for you guys to be together is kind of what I'm feeling. So maybe there was a lot of lessons that maybe things that you said to them that really kind of stuck in their mind, right? What was on their mind the last time they saw you? We have faithful. Okay. I might want to look into that a little bit more to see what that, if they're being faithful to you or if they're having issues with being faithful. We also have patience. Okay. Some of you feeling that maybe they wanted you to be patient with them as they figure things out. Okay. So I'm going to be nosy right now and look at this faithful energy, because with all this player energy, I don't know about this faithful. Let's see. Spirit, tell us a little bit more about, oh, maybe this person was wondering if you were going to be faithful. Remember, because look, we have this envy here. Remember how I said for some of you, it could be that this person isn't sure about what they're going to do with you in between, right? Caught in a choice or decision, or choosing you, but also kind of like not wanting you to be with anybody else. So they can also be worrying, right? The envy here and the faithful, like wondering if you're going to find someone else, right? Unless they kind of step it up and change their energy here. So they could have been worried about you. Like, are you going to go and meet someone else? Let's see. Okay, so what is this energy? Faithful. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands, and then we also have the Six of Cups, memories. This person with the Six of Cups, nostalgia, memories of the two of you. The Nine of Wands is also wounded, you know, wounded, guarded. What is this faithful energy? A High Priestess in reverse. Okay, so the High Priestess, normally when she's in the upright position, this is something that is being hidden, mysterious, or concealed. Okay, so for some of you, you could have had a hidden connection, hidden relationship, something that you had to hide from other people. For others of you, it could have been that this person is very secretive or very mysterious, right? But the High Priestess in reverse can be whatever maybe was once hidden is coming to light, right? So if this person is someone who is a player, maybe this is something that you guys talked about. This person could have been telling you, I'm not ready to settle down. Or this person was thinking, maybe I need to show you that I'm not this person anymore, because we have stuck in a loop here. So to me, it makes me feel like this person is aware of their behaviors, right? So maybe this person is wanting to show you some way that they are being faithful, that they are being faithful to you, or they're, like I said, questioning whether or not you are being faithful um, in that, okay? So last message we're going to get is just some guidance from Spirit, whatever Spirit has to say here about this situation, connection that you do have with this person. What is your guidance on this connection, this person? Okay, so we have Secret Admirer here, and it says someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Okay, and yeah, to me, it's like I feel like there's a lot of changes, this person may need to make, to show you. They could have learned a lot from this, a lot of lessons you may have taught them, or their own behaviors, and maybe what kind of trouble that may kind of get them into is something that they recognize, they realize. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for you with the someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Even if they do have the deeper feelings, really go based off of the way that this person is treating you. If they're not putting in the effort, they're not putting in the time, it may be time for you to really work on maybe letting this person go. Maybe really let them know what it is to lose you, to not have you, to maybe ignore them, to block them, or whatever it is that you need to do, whatever makes you feel, that you are not having your power being taken away by someone who may be kind of playing head games, mind games, or, things of that nature. Okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you, Pile 2. I hope this is helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 3. So for those of you that resonated with the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, this is going to be your reading today, and we're looking at what was on your person's mind. What were they thinking and feeling the last time they saw you? So let's see. Okay, Pile 3. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? Okay, so we do have the Three of Challenges, which is the Three of Swords. What was on their minds the last time they saw you? We also have the Hermit. We have the Nine of Boons, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so I will say that with the Three of Swords energy here, this does look like some type of disappointment, heartache, separation, breakup. I'm noticing that in this Three of Swords, we have this guy he is crying, actually. He is crying. And there is this couple that's standing back here. So some of you could even be like a third party situation. Maybe like if this person had chosen someone else, or even you chose someone else, or maybe even they saw you with someone, like if you had already moved on into another relationship, can be vice versa. Okay, so take that how it resonates. But yeah, the Three of Swords, pain, suffering, heartache, disappointment, something that was maybe very painful for them, like maybe if this person had to walk away from you or leave you, it could have been maybe feeling really hurt, very sad. Okay, and then I'm seeing the Hermit energy here, and the Hermit is an energy of solitude, feelings of loneliness or being alone, choosing to be alone. For some of you, it could be maybe this person hadn't talked to you for a while and then they saw you. But the Hermit energy is like a period of reflection, introspection within our life. And where we're maybe even trying to figure ourselves out. So this person could have been, I'm noticing how there's some little letters down here too. So for some of you, it could even be that you've messaged this person or they have messaged you, making this person think a lot, I feel like, about things. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is an energy of being single, independent, focused on the self, stability, security, things of that nature. So let's see what else. What was on their mind? Okay, so we do have the Hanged Man in reverse. We have the Six of Challenges with the Six of Swords. Okay, so I'm definitely getting kind of like this energy of moving on or moving forward. The Hanged Man, when it's in reverse, this is could either be that we are moving forward in our life after a period of great stasis, meaning that we've been staying kind of stuck in limbo and haven't really progressed or haven't moved forward or moved on from something. So it could be that maybe the last time this person saw you, that they were trying to move, maybe even moving on from something else, okay? Because for some of you, when you are doing a reading about this person, it could even be that you don't even really have a history with this person, okay? So just take this, how this resonates. It could be something that is going through them or going through their mind and heart, that they've been going through. And then the last time they're seeing you, it could be that they're kind of maybe still in this period of transition of moving on from something, even from their past. But for those of you where you actually have a history with this person, it could be that this person maybe, took them a long time to move on, or it took them a while, to be able to heal from something that they were kind of stuck in, if they, especially if there's someone who had a tendency to isolate themselves or to not talk to you, for a long time. So let's see what else. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? I'm getting also for some of you, there could have been like a big difference in perspective here. Like maybe your perspective very different than their perspective about things. They may have felt the need to end things or to walk away. Is what I'm getting here as well. So we also have the Seven of Boons, which is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles, I'm noticing there's a bunch of doors here. And the Seven of Pentacles is about this process of evaluation, reassessment of things, something that you've invested your time and energy into. So it could be that maybe this person, the last time they saw you, they felt a little bit maybe even discouraged or even frustrated with the way that things had developed between the two of you, and it could really be making them think very deeply, or feeling that maybe even the need to withdraw, the need to kind of spend some time alone and reflect and think about things. Okay. So what was on their mind the last time they saw you? Were they thinking and feeling? Okay, so we do have the Keeper of Boons in reverse, which is the King of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Five of Boons, Five of Pentacles. And then we also have the Eight of Challenges, which is the Eight of Swords, okay? So it's a lot of, I feel like, overanalyzing, negative thinking, self-limiting beliefs. The Eight of Swords is like a mental prison that we keep ourselves stuck in of our own doing, our own way of thinking that's keeping us stuck. The Five of Pentacles is an energy of abandonment or shutting someone out. So they could either be that the last time they saw you that they felt shut out by you, or it could have been the complete opposite where they were choosing to shut you out. Okay. Is kind of what I'm seeing. And then with the King of Pentacles in reverse, this is a little bit of an ungrounded type of energy. Okay, so it could have been that your person just felt like maybe they were not in the most stable place. That they could have felt like they were in a place where they were not really dependable. They weren't someone who was able to commit to a situation, or for something, like I said, if you had a long-term committed partnership with this person, it could have been a breakup, choosing to isolate themselves, choosing to be alone. They could have been trapped in a lot of negative thoughts or negative thinking, and maybe feeling like being alone is something that they needed to do. So yeah, this is really talking about undependable type of energy. So maybe they felt like, you couldn't depend on them at that time to give you commitment. Like if that's what something that you were really looking for, okay, they may have felt like they were not able to be consistent or were not able to give you something. And then we have the Nine of Challenges at the bottom, which is the Nine of Swords, which again is your person just being very much in their head, anxious, nervous, and anxious about the future. What could happen between the two of you, especially if there's some type of breakup energy here. It's just this feeling of despair, this feeling of loss, this feeling of void or emptiness, but also feeling that they need time for themselves. They need a time to recharge, to rest, to maybe rejuvenate, to really kind of bring themselves into a much more balanced energy. Even in the Six of Swords here, we're seeing how this woman is kind of hiding up in the tree, and there's a bunch of these wolves that are down here at the bottom, right? She looks like she's trying to escape. So in some way, it could be that your person just felt like the last time they saw you, they needed to just detach or they needed to withdraw or pull themselves away. For some of you with that Three of Swords, it could even be that if this person told you the last time they saw you that, they were going to separate from you or that you guys were going to have a breakup, so there could have been maybe even a lot of fears that they were thinking and on their mind because they had to break the news to you. Right? So that can be something that's also very painful because it could have even done the complete opposite where it made you feel like you were being abandoned by this person, where them kind of seeing you in a place of feeling maybe even a little bit distraught mentally, like what's going on here, what's happening to us, in this connection. So yeah, I just feel like a lot going on. Now, if you have like nothing really in a history with this person, then it could be that maybe this person, the last time they saw you, they were avoidant, where they were not really talking so much and they were thinking that they needed time to heal. They needed time for themselves. They're choosing to be alone, to really kind of work on themselves. And maybe they had a lot of fears and a lot of insecurities and worries that were kind of on their mind, right? Sometimes with the Hangman in the reverse, this can be sometimes when we have an unwillingness to change. Like we're kind of like stuck. So let's see what else we can get here. Let's see. We've got strong Virgo energy here. Taurus. We also have Capricorn. We do have Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Okay, let's see what else. Pile number 3. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? Right? This person could have been trying to avoid, feeling anxious, feeling nervous. Just not very grounded, okay? What was on their mind the last time they saw pile number 3? What were they thinking and feeling? It's all tied up, okay? That is that Eight of Swords. Like this person kind of holding something back. Right? Their own fears being something that were holding them back. Let's see. What was on their mind the last time they saw pile number 3? Restricted, right? Patience. Maybe for some of you, this person could have been going through something, maybe a lot of changes that are happening internally as well as in their environment. Maybe this person kind of feeling they needed you to be patient with them, right? Especially if they're choosing to kind of work or focus on themselves. What was on their mind the last time? Maybe they were thinking, I have all these fears in my mind and I need you to be patient. We have Angel of Love. Okay, so thinking and feeling with the Angel of Love here is a lot of their feelings and their emotions that are still connected to you or are connected to you, were connected to you at that time you saw them, right? So very strong feelings, strong emotions. For some of you, it could have been quite literally love, okay? Still having loving feelings for you or being in love with you. For some of you, if you don't really have a history with this person, then it could be that they were starting to develop romantic feelings towards you. but also feeling maybe that they were not ready for commitment, that they were too fearful. They are someone who kind of felt like they're choosing to be alone, they're choosing solitude, right? And maybe kind of feeling that there's some fears about commitment, maybe even that we're kind of holding them back. Um, their own overanalyzing, their own overthinking here. Okay. So pile 3, what was on their mind the last time they saw you? What were they thinking and feeling? Adventure. Okay. Maybe fun that you guys could have with each other. Things you guys could do with each other. We have abundance here. I'm also getting for some of you, especially with this having the 9 of Pentacles here and the King of Pentacles in reverse, for some of you, it could even be that this person is somebody who's worried about their finances, because if you are someone who works like really hard, you've invested your time and energy into really kind of bringing yourself into a very abundant energy, it could also be this person kind of feeling, yeah, especially with the 5 of Pentacles, like this person kind of feeling that they are not on your level. That they too, like for some of you with the 5 of Pentacles, like if this person is not working or they're having financial difficulties, they could be seeing you as that person who's really stable, right? And then kind of thinking, well, how am I going to, be able to pay for a date? Or hard, to take pile number 3 out. So the abundance here can also be this person stressed out about money, literally stressed out about money, jobs, employment, things like that, and feeling that they needed to focus their energy elsewhere aside from the connection, right? Even if they have feelings, they still feel ungrounded. They still feel maybe financially unstable. Okay, and that is like kind of their focus right now. So yeah, they could be like money on their mind, right? We have beginning here. We also have build. Okay. So yeah, to me, it's like this person has feelings towards you, right? This is what they were thinking and feeling, but at the same time, like, how can they build a life, right? If they're feeling ungrounded, or for some of you, this person, like if you had a breakup with them, they could be feeling like, you know what, I need to focus on my passions right now. I need to focus on building a life for myself. These are the things that were their concerns for some of you. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? Their heart. Okay, yeah. So this person definitely has feelings. Okay, there's definitely feelings here, but I just feel like this person's energy is a little bit distracted. Okay, with other things that are kind of happening in their life, or things that they feel like they need to work on. The Hermit energy is also where we truly find ourselves. We find out our soul's path, and who we are, and our identity, and where we're navigating. It can also be going through a little bit of a dark or even depressive time in our life. And if this person is feeling this energy of the 5 of Pentacles, is a feeling of lack, a feeling of emptiness, a feeling of void. So if this person didn't have you or lost you, they may also be feeling, I need to shift my focus towards trying to build a life for myself, figuring things out. You are still in my heart here, and I still have feelings for you, but I'm also feeling that my soul is calling me to maybe even do something else, maybe feeling it's bad timing for some of you, the timing being off, that they need to just focus on themselves. So what was on their mind the last time they saw pile 3? Old traditional values, and it says a narrow perspective is limiting the potential of union. Okay, so with that hangman that we saw in reverse, it could be, maybe this person has a different perspective right now. Maybe their perspective is not so much, what love being right in front of them, but they're, maybe feeling, oh, I can't have love and, success, having to choose one over the other versus creating balance, right, within your life to welcome both of those things. So what was on their mind the last time they saw you? Tired of the journey, and it says your soul needs you to resolve the inner emotional turmoil. Okay, so yeah, this person, I feel like I said, a little bit maybe caught up in their own stuff. They can be going through a lot internally that they felt like they needed to find resolve with before they can give themselves to the connection, right? Give their time and energy to it. What was on their mind the last time they saw pile 3? Too many secrets. And it says not revealing the truth or have lied about something. Okay, I want to know what it is. So we're going to look. We're going to look. What was on their mind the last time they saw pile 3? Okay, they're hiding from you. And it says feel so scared of the intensity that they're choosing to hide. Wow. The intensity of the connection being something that is bringing about fear, right? And not revealing the truth can also be this person not telling you their feelings. Okay. So where's my tarot deck at? There it is, okay. So what is pile number 3's person hiding? What is pile number 3's person hiding from pile 3? What are they not revealing? Or what have they lied about? What are they not saying to pile number 3? The 8 of Visions, which is the 8 of Cups. Okay. The 8 of Cups is an energy of withdrawal, detachment, and it's kind of like when we're missing or needing to figure something out within our soul. So they could be that they're not really telling you, say, the real reason why they're detaching, the real reason why they feel like they need to pull away, right? And it is because they probably feel lost. They probably feel like they really need to spend some time soul searching, you know? What are they hiding from pile 3? And then we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So the 6 of Pentacles in reverse is kind of like a one-sided situation, one-sided connection. It could be a person who feels that they're not able to give the same amount of energy as you. So this person could have even been making up stories or telling you, reasons why they couldn't, commit, or why they couldn't, things like that. Okay. And I feel like, again, it's because this person is lost. It's like this person needs to find themselves. They need to figure their life out, what they're doing, where they're going, what they want, right? So they could be not telling you the truth about that. We also have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So again, it's maybe reasons for not reconciling for some of you, reasons for not building something with you. Okay. And again, I feel like it's because of them. It's because of what they've got going on in themselves. Okay. If you look at these ladies here, they look like they're kind of searching around everywhere, looking for something, right? So yeah, to me, it's like your person feeling that void or that emptiness that they're needing to kind of take care of in a way, figure out. So let's see. Let's go into these ones. So what was on their mind the last time they saw pile number 3? Too much to make it work. And it says tired of putting in the effort. We also have they feel pressured by you. And it says one shot to get it right. So if this person is not feeling grounded even in their own energy, and they're feeling like you may have been wanting them to make some type of choice, decision, commit, whatever it could have been, they may be feeling like this is too much for me, right? I'm feeling overwhelmed right now. I'm feeling held back by my own, thoughts and things like that. So, not being able to see the bigger picture of what was on their mind the last time they saw pile 3. It says avoiding the problem, denying their feelings or a problem, right? And that's kind of what we're seeing here. If this person is keeping secret or not telling you the truth about why, for somebody, that 3 of Pentacles in reverse could be literally, like I said, the person losing their job, not having enough money, not feeling stable, not feeling secure, not having their life figured out. Why they're not able to put in, right? the same as you, the same amount of effort. We have feel safer being friends, and also friends are a big influence, okay? Maybe their friends kind of getting in their ear, right, about this connection between the two of you. Or this person feeling like maybe I'm safer being friends with pile 3 right now. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? They fear losing money, and it says money is a higher priority. Okay, so we're already seeing that. And then we also have wanting new love, and it says moved on with someone new. Okay, so they may have also literally kind of felt like, I don't want this connection. You know, I have feelings for you, but at the same time, I'm not feeling like this connection is giving me what I need. You know, with that 5 of Pentacles, it can be that feeling of, like I said, void, emptiness, lack, right? It could have been literally they felt like the connection was missing something, lacking something, for some of you. Okay. So let's go into this one. What was on their mind the last time they saw pile number 3? What were they thinking and feeling? Potential. And it says they're deep in their thoughts about you, realizing their distractions prevented them from seeing the potential in you. Yeah, like I said, I kind of feel like for some of you, this person just kind of feels like they have to choose one or the other. You know, not like they can have both, not that they can find balance in their life to have both. What was on their mind? New perspective. And it says they've gained a new perspective and now see how they failed you by their own sabotaging behaviors. Wow, we have marriage. It says they see you as marriage material, someone that inspires them to create a strong foundation for marriage, right? Look at that. And then we have that build here with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Remember how I said for somebody, this person feels like you may be on a different level than them, and they feel like they cannot give you that same energy, right? They still need to figure themselves out. We also have grieving here, and it says they're stuck in grief, unable to see they still have the power to create positive change, right? So they could definitely be feeling really down on themselves, not knowing how, right? How to change things, how to improve upon things. So just kind of isolating themselves. What was on their mind the last time they saw you? What were they thinking and feeling? Guarded. Okay, very guarded. We have delays here with grounded. Yeah, so to me, it's like feeling, like I said, this person not feeling very grounded, not feeling maybe the most confident, and maybe kind of just trying to push things off with you. Maybe the last time, right? Put off telling you about their feelings, or put off telling you reasons why the two of you cannot make it work, or, you know, whatever that could be. Let's see what else. What's on their mind the last time he saw you? Wounded. Okay, so maybe feeling hurt, hiding feelings of being hurt. And also nurture, right? So feeling very torn, I feel like, because with the nurture energy, you know, it could be wanting to nurture the connection, you know, but at the same time feeling I need to just hold off for now. I need to just kind of put this on pause, put this on hold. I'm not sure that this is really something that I want. Okay, so let's get some guidance for you, pile number 3. Okay, so we have manifesting miracles. And it says your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance, okay? So with this message here, I feel like this is Spirit saying that for some of you, I feel like this connection with this person may still be something that is possible, but I feel like now is not the right time. Okay? It may be that because this person does see you as marriage material, right? That they really do need this time, this space to really work on themselves. I don't doubt this person does have feelings for you, okay? But if it is that they need to find themselves, they need to figure themselves out, they need to get it together, basically, right? So maybe it is something for some of you where this person needs that time and space to really gain some perspective on the feelings that they have for you, to really work towards grounding their energy. Because if this person is literally feeling that they cannot invest at this time, you know, then if them cutting themselves off from you or pulling away from you may be the best thing so that they're not hurting you, right? So yeah, I feel like Spirit's saying here, trust your heart and continue to follow the guidance of that. And if your heart is telling you, let it be for now, then maybe that is really the best thing with what Spirit is saying, because this person feels this way towards you, but also needing clearly to really work on grounding themselves, finding themselves, figuring out how to navigate, so that they are able to give you truly what your worth is, right? Not feeling that they cannot invest, time and energy into you. You want someone who's going to be able to give that to you, even if they do see it that way right now between the two of you, as the two of you being able to have commitment. Are they ready for it? And it doesn't really look like that. Okay, so maybe this person just trusting that if this person is trying to keep things casual or, choosing to walk away, let them walk, right? And if they're truly meant to be in your life, the universe will find a way to bring this person back in. Okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you, pal number 3. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.